What's good? Welcome to First Spring Podcast. On today's episode of First Spring Podcast, we will have a look at what happened in the Kentucky Derby. We are going to talk about the NBA and who's gone fishing. We got some game sevens coming up in the NHL as well as the NBA. So, y'all know we're going to get into it. I hope y'all ready. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go.
It's wartime, baby. This what you signed up for. This what we worked hard for. You for. Y'all the first string. Y'all gotta go set the tone now. Hey, let's go. Lace them up. It's the first string podcast show. Hey, let's go. They spitting facts on the first string podcast show. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Cause it's time for the first string podcast show. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Lace them up. It's the first string podcast show. Hey, let's go. Let's go. They spitting facts on the first string podcast show. Imagine talking sports, having fun with the fam. At a starting line, the first string is what you have. An entertaining stream with the Pro Bowl cast. When the viewers chime in, they gon' answer what you ask. Representing for the Queens, yeah, we got Lady A. A super knowledgeable woman who can break down any play. Say it from the South, so he rep GA. The Falcons, the Bulldogs, the whole Peach State. Drunk Uncle Al, only way you can describe him. Every time he crack the mic, you know he gon' be wildin'. Last but not least, it's my man Toothpick. Commanders is a squad and he the captain of the ship. So if you feel the vibe, go ahead and tune in. Like, subscribe, recommend to a friend. Nah, for real, like, subscribe, and recommend this to a friend. Hey, let's go. Cause it's time for the first string podcast show.
Welcome back to First String Podcast. And please do not forget to like and subscribe to First String Podcast. Give us that good thumbs up. Hit the bell to enable alerts for new content just like this. The most important part is that you tell a friend to tell a friend about First String Podcast. So, as y'all know, the Kentucky Derby was run today, and journalism did show who was the favorite, but journalism got beat by, man, y'all know I'm the butcher, so I'm just going to say it the way it is. Sovereignty outdoors journalism to capture the run for the roses. So that's the way that goes. Bruce Glass, I hope you cashed a ticket. I know that I pretty much tore up all of my tickets today. From what I know, yeah, none of my horses came in, man. So, yeah, I did not do well in the Kentucky Derby, but there's always the Preakness. The Preakness is in about 2 weeks. We'll have our guests back on. They'll get us all straight there. What do they say? It's the fastest sport ever. You know, these horses are made for this. They are made to run, made to be ridden fast, and yeah, it is exciting. You get the backstories and everything like that. But man, y'all let me know if y'all cashed a ticket. If y'all did, good luck to great on you. If you did not cash a ticket, better luck next time. Said, let's talk about it. Said is running a little late. He's behind. Al's handling family business, and Lady A is on her Saturday PTO. She's on her PTO. She's taking Saturdays off because she is HR, and HR does what HR wants. So it's your boy Pick right now by himself. So talk to me, ladies and gentlemen. Talk to me. I'm going to give you a couple of updates real fast while I'm buying time for Said to get in. Our Nationals are playing the Cincinnati Reds right now in Cincinnati, and we're tied 3-3, top of the six right now. So the Washington Nationals are, trying to battle back to 500. A little NBA at the half. The Denver Nuggets are up on the LA Clippers right now. The Joker with 9 points, James Harden with 7. A couple of headlines, Let's get into. Let me look at my rundown real fast. Let me look at my rundown. All right, we had Seawall on, and Seawall absolutely nailed something about the draft. He said every NFC East team did very, very well in the draft. And if you go back and look at it, they absolutely did. Of course, we know that the Eagles killed it. The Washington Commanders had only 5 picks, and with those 5 picks, they killed it, right? So you can't be mad at what the NFC East did, and the NFC East as a whole division got a lot better and a lot tougher. So we was gonna have Al break down the NFC East Dallas Cowboys. So we're gonna save that for him on Monday. Don't want to take any of his shine away from him. We put it off for today, but Al called in today, so he is not gonna be here. Said he'll do the Falcons. Let's do a little bit of gone fishing, NBA style. So let's get there real quick. Let me pull this up. Gotta work my other screen real quick, ladies and gentlemen. All right. The Golden State Warriors are on the verge of blowing a 3-1 lead. They have a game on Sunday. They play Sunday versus the Rockets. And the Rockets, we all knew, was a young, talented team with a lot of fight in them. You had a 3-1 lead. It was time for you to put them away. You did not put them away. You played around with your food, and now your food may absolutely come get you, and you may be going fishing. Golden State, that is an older team, and older teams need their rest. We know that LeBron and Luka needed their rest. They didn't get it. They are gone fishing. They were swept. Not swept. Gentlemen sweep, 4-1. So they're out of there. The Knicks dispatch of the Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons are another young team. This series went 4-2. The first opportunity that New York had to dispatch of them, they absolutely did. Cade Cunningham, a young, talented player. They have to go through these tough roads. There's no NBA team that comes in young, talented, and just zips right through to the conference finals and makes it to the finals in their first seasons of being this way. So this is part of the road to becoming a great team that the Detroit Pistons have to take that road. There's no quick fix for this. So expect for the Knicks to add pieces in the offseason, maybe a couple of free agents here and there, but their core is intact. You will see this team back in the playoffs next year. There is always that injury caveat, but for now, Detroit, 1, 2, 3, Cancun. We'll see you there, right? Somebody else will be going fishing today. We know that the Lakers already gone fishing. They had their reservations all set for Cancun, and they probably didn't deserve Cancun. They probably deserve somewhere real close, like the Florida Keys. But it is what it is. So, you know. All right, what do you got here, that fantasy show? Oh, shout out to Bruce Glass, who's here. Mike Young also is in the building right here. Cuzzo, he says about the Knicks Detroit games, shaking my damn head. They couldn't finish the job when you're up 11 with 3 minutes left in the game. You got to finish them. Hey, Doc Walker always says it. You have to put your foot on the throat. You have to put your foot on their throat, right? Yeah, Ron O'Neill is here. He says it went down in the Kentucky Derby. It did. Did you cash your ticket, bro? I see you got your shaking your head emoji up there, or your face palm emoji. Hopefully you have more than one bet in. I hope you have more than one bet in. Did you cash any tickets? Did you recoup any of the money that you put out? I did not. I put out about a good $50. Yeah, I brought back 0. So hopefully the Preakness is better to me. What did you think about Detroit being dispatched, Ron? Is it part of the process of a young team? What do you think? Let me know what you think there. The Atlanta Falcons sneakily had Okay, I got you, Cuzzo. Give me a second. I'm bouncing between three sports right now, but the Atlanta Falcons quietly had a really good draft as well. This year, no, they didn't draft two quarterbacks, but aren't they glad they did last year? Because if they had waited for another quarterback after Kirk Cousins had been a little banged up and beat up during the season, you would have seen a different outcome for the Atlanta Falcons, right? They wouldn't have been down to the wire trying to get into the playoffs. It would have been, they would have been eliminated probably prior, because Kirk Cousins had a really bad, back end of the season when he was hurt and dealing with those injuries. What's up, Drew? Droop is in the building now. Droop, did you cash a ticket? Ron, did you cash a ticket? Bruce, did you cash a ticket? Cuzzo, did you cash a ticket on the Kentucky Derby? So for the Atlanta Falcons last year to use their first pick on Penix Jr., I think was absolutely a brilliant move. These GMs, these scouts, they absolutely get paid to look ahead and see if there's anybody coming out or possibly coming out that's draft eligible in the following year. And yes, some of them can make a huge jump, but the class last year was projected not to be as good as the class this year. That's why you had so many quarterbacks get drafted in the first round. Even if Ward would have come out last year, he was also graded as a first rounder coming out of Washington before what he did in Miami. So that tells you that he was eligible last year. He didn't hurt himself, but he was no worse than a early second round in last year's draft with the amount of quarterbacks that came out. And probably if he had come out last year and he was one of the back end quarterbacks, he may have gone to an even better team than Atlanta and possibly could have been in a better position. Cuzzo says, "Nah, don't do horses. That's my baby sister's corner." Oh, okay. Okay. Well, hopefully she cashed the ticket. Droop said, nope, he didn't cash anything. But journalism, for the last couple of years, man, it's been those favorites going in that haven't won, but they get one of these pieces of the Triple Crown. And I asked the question on Friday of Smoking Joe. I said, no tickets cash, bro. Yeah, so we all crashed and burned, it looks like. I asked Smoking Joe. Joe was really big on journalism. I said, Joe, as I look, man, I don't see journalism beating any of the horses that are in the Kentucky Derby right now. Why are you so high on journalism? And he said, because the horse is fast. The horse is, fast. It's a winner. It's bred to be a winner. Well, one of the other horses came and got him today, and journalism finished second. So, hopefully you had some tickets with journalism not winning some of the other people that are not in the chat right now. So yeah, Atlanta in the NFL draft, they have to be happy that they selected their quarterback last year. I know that their first two picks, they went defense. I'll let Say It talk about them. They finally drafted one of their Georgia players, so I know he was super excited about that. What I've seen, they've been getting high grades on their total draft. So Atlanta, for me, I think they did outstanding as well. Let's go back to Cuzzo's comment here that I had start. Switching back to the NBA. All right, with the NBA draft, what do you think the Wizards need? What should they draft? Honestly, what do they need? They need that number one pick. They need Cooper Flag. They need a game-changing type person, a franchise-altering type person. The last time the Wizards won the lottery, I believe they drafted Kwame Brown, right? Sometimes it's right place, right time, just like it was for the Washington Commanders when we finished so bad and we were the number 2 pick in the draft and Jaden Daniels fell in our lap. What if the Chicago Bears had taken Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams? Would we have had the same results? Oh, it was John Wall. John Wall. Got it. So it is right place, right time, right coaching staff, right? Everything has to line up. Everything has to line up. If everything doesn't line up, then no matter who that pick is, they're not going to succeed, right? I believe we have for the first time the correct front office with the Wizards. The same way we do for the Washington Commanders. We got a GM that we can trust that knows what they're doing. So for the Washington Wizards, I believe we have the correct personnel people in place. Their scouts are doing their job. They're supposed to go find the hard players because the top 5, top 6, they're going to make themselves known. The cream always rises to the top. It's what you do in that second round, your developmental players, the people you have in your G League. Are they going to progress, right? The same thing that we always say about the football team and about the baseball team. It's about your minor leagues. It's about how you develop the players, your practice squad, your late round picks, and your undrafted free agents. If they start to progress, then you know you have a serious team on your hands. So for the Washington Wizards, Cooper Flag, if you wind up with the number 2 position, then you have to get the next best person on, and whatever position it is, and put your most talented people on that floor and continue to add in the free agency to supplement. And it's time for the Wizards to be fighting for that play-in spot, which would be a great thing right now, right? I mean, think about it. With John Wall and Bradley Beal over the last couple of years, they were always like spinning their wheels, going for that play-in spot, fighting for the last playoff spot. But now, after being absent from the playoffs for a while, it will show that the team is progressing. So team-wise, do you think we have players that are good but just need primary players or that guy? You need a couple of more pieces, right? And that could be, a dynamic rookie such as a Cooper Flag, and then you add a veteran, a veteran that a shooting guard, a small forward, or something like that. Somebody that is a primetime player that could show them, hey, this is. I would go as much to say as like a Jimmy Butler, because Jimmy Butler's a no-nonsense person, right? Now, I know Jimmy's in a good place with Golden State, and he's in a winning time place, but I'm saying like a Jimmy type, right? So I wouldn't even be opposed to like a Tyler Hero. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that knows how to win, somebody that's been there before and knows how to be a professional. I wouldn't be opposed to something like that. So when I say a Jimmy Butler, that's what I'm speaking on. Ron, I know you in the chat, right? So, I mean, let me know. Is that about on base? That's about on par, right? Is you need that professional to help the young, because this team is young, right? This team is going to be younger. You got Poole, Jordan Poole, but will Jordan Poole be back? You got a couple of older people on the squad as well that, may or may not be here depending on what the front office wants to do, because some of them were rentals and guys to get over this year to fill a roster, and make sure that we pretty much finish, in the bottom of the league. So you got to figure they're going to be looking for better players, a more talented roster, people that fight, people that can show the young ones how to be professional day in and day out, go about their routines, and come out and compete, right? Because don't forget, man, sometimes these Bub Carrington was giving people some numbers, giving them the business, and then they would sit them down in the fourth quarter so they could go ahead and lose the game, right? But I do believe that these young ballers for the Wizards are progressing, but they do need like a Jimmy Butler type, someone that's professional, that comes in and day out and fights and shows them how to take care of their bodies and be a professional, so that they can start fighting for, that those last play-in spots and probably get up to that 7 seed and show some progression, because that's all you want, is to be there at the end, right? That's what everybody wants. So listen, we was going to play a game, and it's just me. We was going to play a game called What's in the Name? Y'all know they call me the Butcher. So since Sid and everyone is not here, Sid, Lady A, and Al, they're not here, we'll put that game off until Tuesday. On Tuesday, we will absolutely do our Cowboy draft recap, our Falcons draft recap. we should have some more gone fishing. And the Caps play on Tuesday night. They play the Hurricanes in their first game on Tuesday night. So our NHL coverage will continue then. That's about it, man. It was just me and y'all today. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know what I mean? So Tuesday, we'll catch up to you. Make sure you catch me on X and Facebook and Instagram, and I will let you know who our guest is going to be this coming up Tuesday, so we can talk a little bit more about the Commanders and the Washington Wizards. All right? So, shouts out to my son, United States Air Force, First String Podcast, second to none. Come get some. Y'all know what to do. Raise hell.
It's wartime, baby. This what you signed up for. This what we worked hard for. You for. Y'all the first string. Y'all gotta go set the tone now. Hey, let's go. Lace them up. It's the First String Podcast Show. Hey, let's go. They spitting facts on the First String Podcast Show. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Cause it's time for the First String Podcast Show. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Lace them up. It's the First String Podcast Show. Hey, let's go. Let's go. They spitting facts on the First String Podcast Show. Imagine talking sports, having fun with the fam. At a starting line, the first string is what you have. An entertaining stream with the Pro Bowl cast. When the viewers chime in, they gon' answer what you ask. Representing for the Queens, yeah, we got Lady A. A super knowledgeable woman who can break down any play. Said from the South, so he read GA. The Falcons, the Bulldogs, the whole Peach State. Drunk Uncle Al, only way you can describe him. Every time he crack the mic, you know he gon' be wildin'. Last but not least, it's my man Toothpick. Commanders is a squad and he the captain of the ship. So if you feel the vibe,